Hello everybody, I am Jarrett Ross, the GeneaVlogger, and welcome back to another Professional Genealogist Reacts. On today's video, I will be reacting to I'm Jewish and Black. My DNA ancestry results are here by Karim Jovian. I've never seen this channel. I'm not quite sure what to expect. Obviously, he's Jewish and Black, so he'll have Jewish ancestry and African ancestry. The question is did he know that beforehand, especially since the title has an exclamation point? And I don't know who, I don't know who he is, so I don't know what to expect. But hopefully it should be good. I don't know what DNA kit he used. It does say Ancestry results, so maybe Ancestry, but it could be 23andMe. But I did notice his videos from 2017, so it's guaranteed that whatever results he did receive have changed since he originally received them. But before we go ahead and jump into the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And also be sure to click subscribe and click that bell for notifications on future videos. Also be sure to check out my Patreon if you want to check out videos before they get published on YouTube. I'll be publishing a lot of stuff early through my Patreon, as well as a whole lot of other stuff I'll have going on. And you can check out my merch through my Teespring store, which I'm going to be linking down below. But with that all said, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Yeah.
What's up guys, it's me Karim. Have you ever wondered who your ancestors are? Well, I have always wondered that. I might actually not be Egyptian, I might be something else. This just came in the mail. Basically, this is a kit where I just spit in it and then I send it to them.
So he's using
23andMe. Find out who my ancestors were. I get to know where I came from. I have to spit in this tube and fill it up to the little line right there. So let's begin.
Spit take time. So now that I get, I can see him, he's obviously going to have a very, very large mix.
And we're finally done. It's up to the line. Now
I think he said he was Egyptian, so he's definitely going to have some Middle Eastern. He might have some Western Asian. He'll likely have some different European in there. And then it's not going to be surprising if he has African, especially if it's North African. North African will make a lot of sense. Yeah, let's continue.
Now we gotta close it because they have this liquid inside this tube. And then we're gonna take this cap that they give you, and we're just gonna spin it on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're mixed, and oh my gosh, it looks like little baby eggs in there. Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna put it inside. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm done. Now I gotta send it to them, and we wait. What's up guys, welcome back. A month has passed and I finally got the results from 23andMe about my ancestry along with the full health reports. I have my brother Amir here and I have my friend Tariq here. I'm kind of excited. I don't know about you guys, I'm really excited. I've never done anything like this. None of my family's ever done anything like this.
You guys are probably my brothers and shit. You don't even know.
Imagine. But we're gonna start off with the meat of it all, the ancestry. So let's click and see what it says about our ancestry. Oh my goodness, 84% North African.
Yeah, not surprising.
North African, 2% European.
I expected that.
What?
I expected that too.
Lower than 1% Native American and East Asian. I got no Italian? Really? I honestly thought I had Italian in me.
I don't think so.
South Asian, we got no.
The Italian could be the Southern European, because Italy is in Southern Europe.
Nothing. I got nothing. So I'm not even related to Indians, which sucks because India's awesome. West African, 0.7%. Central and South African, 0.2%. When we hit Middle East and North Africa, though, we dominate that. It's not even like, I'm only 7% Middle Eastern. My lineage comes from North Africa.
It might not necessarily come from North Africa. There was a lot of people going through from the Middle East through North Africa into Iberia, into Europe, and for thousands upon thousands of years, there have been a lot of migrations around that. So it may not actually be that he comes from North Africa. It may actually be that he has a lot of ancestry where they went to North Africa. but it could be North African. This is where it's really interesting, where it's from 2017. So I wonder what the updates have been, because over the years, as they update it, as they do more testing, as they figure out what the SNPs, the single nucleotide polymorphisms, are actually, what they can relate them to the populations, their estimates change. So his estimate may have changed. It may have even become more specific. But yeah, I'm totally not surprised that he has a whole lot of North African. And I think if he said he's from Egypt, I mean, that really does make a lot of sense.
Son, you're more black than I am, son.
That's crazy.
I gotta take a test to make sure I'm black, son. You almost got enough privilege to say the N-word, son.
So it's all that part over there.
Yo, this is no joke. Look at that purple. Like, it's almost all of
Yeah,
it.
that's all North Africa, too.
Yeah.
That's where Egypt's at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably have Pharaoh
Son, you
blood.
ain't no goddamn Pharaoh. I'm the only one wearing a king shirt, son.
We're Jewish.
That's that 1%.
I knew it.
Trace
that means
result.
my mom wasn't lying when she said our great grandmother was Jewish.
Yeah.
Well, if the great grandmother was Jewish, I mean, assuming that the mother meant that the great grandmother was fully Jewish, that does not prove it in any way. If they had a great grandmother who was fully Jewish, he would have likely gotten a reading that would have been right around about 15%. So obviously a little less or a little bit more, but at like 0.1%, that's just typical readings for someone who lives in a North African or Middle Eastern country, because the population groups from those areas share ancestral ties with those who come from Jewish population groups very distantly. So there are a lot of readings that can get mixed up between Jewish and Middle Eastern. Well, not a lot, but some. So it's not really surprising. It's what we would call an IBS, identical by state. So, it's doubtful that if he did genealogy research into his family, that he would actually find a Jewish ancestor. It's possible. The way recombination works, it's just so random that, he might have had a third great grandparent where they were fully Jewish, and then he just got such a small amount. To figure that out, it would require more genealogy research, or at least testing more of his family members, especially his parents or his grandparents, because if then they get higher Jewish readings, and that just kind of points towards, well, maybe it is not an IBS match, identical by state, but instead an IBD match, identical by descent, meaning that they share a recent common ancestor. So
Why are you so fucking cheap, son?
2% European, less than 1% Jewish, but 84% North African and 7% Middle East.
Middle Eastern, North Africa,
93%.
93%. That's
So,
what you. If you're 93%.
Yo, I don't even think anybody out there has hit this mark. Like, we're almost 100%.
Yeah.
Dude,
Isn't that insane?
93%. That's 93.9. That's 94% African, bro.
I have to give it to my family, bro. They be keeping it in the family. Wait, that sounds wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
You know what I mean. They're
Your lineage
is strong, definitely. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Comment below what you thought. Did you think I was going to be mixed or not? And what's your lineage? I would like to know. If you guys want to get it for yourself, you could do the same exact test that I did. It tells you everything. All you got to do is just click the link at the very top of the description box below and sign up and go and do your Ancestry test. And let me know in the comments what your test entailed, because I would love to know. And be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button and watch my other videos. You should definitely check out this video right here, because this video is just awesome, and I want you guys to go watch it and enjoy it. So that's pretty much it. Any closing words, guys? Any closing words?
We're all kings.
Yes, that's right. We're descendants of kings. Do not forget that Africa is one of the most beautiful places in the world, and it's the mother.
Black and like us, what's that supposed to be, bro?
Some pharaohs were black.
Some?
Yeah.
And what are you?
Arab, bro. I don't understand. I'm so confused now. I'm not, I don't want to say anything offensive.
all right, yeah, I mean, it was a decent video. Kind of exactly what I expected. North African. I forgot exactly what it said for. Oh, I don't want this ad. Kind of forgot what it said for Middle Eastern, but I mean, it was North African, Middle Eastern, 93% or whatever. So, I mean, not really surprising, and especially knowing the history of those areas tracing back for thousands of years, it makes a lot of sense. When you're dealing with these tests, the autosomal SNP test, or what gives you the ethnicity admixtures, it really only tells you just like so far back, hundreds of years back, whereas things are going to affect it in small amounts thousands of years back. So that's one of the reasons why some people get these small percentages that we often call trace results, where it could just be that that's how it is. So like a lot of people who are from the UK or have ancestry in the British Isles, they'll find that they have Scandinavian readings because there was a lot of migration back and forth. And same thing like in French German, they can't even distinguish those two apart, because even though there are two countries, the population groups of those two countries, or the areas that were considered those two countries, were migrating all over the place between each other because the different lines of the areas changed. So it's pretty interesting, nothing too surprising, just pretty typical for what I would expect of somebody who has, like an Egyptian ancestry. It would be interesting to see a comparison between maybe someone who's from Egypt and someone who's from Morocco, because those are both in North Africa, but you're dealing with kind of different sides of the continent, because one's much more Western than the other. So I don't know. So thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also click right about here if you'd like to subscribe. It's completely free to do so. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GeneaVlogger. I'm the GeneaVlogger. See you in my next video.